What's up everyone, it's Gabby Trades here and welcome back to the channel. Well, altcoins are on the verge, but Bitcoin has to break this level first. But of course, you guys, before we dive in, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. If you're new here, you are welcome, and hit the small bell so you always get notified when I'm live here with you. Now, first we're gonna start with good morning everyone. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Yes, that's so true, Diamondites. We need 800 subscribers to reach 3,000 subscribers. Can you imagine? Like, we've gone such a long way to get here, and it's so exciting, you guys. But anyway, Pac-Man, good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and kick it off over here. You guys, make sure to restart the chat box so I can see you guys chatting. You know, that's my favorite time of the day, being here with you. All right, great stuff, or as we say, greatness. From 2K target to 3K, good progress. Yes, you guys, awesome progress. All right, so first things first, let's get serious now, because this is we're here to be serious. We had the ISM manufacturing PMI that printed 48.7 over here, actual results yesterday. We were expecting for 49, which was slightly above what we had in the previous target, 48. So that is basically the 6 months of contraction in manufacturing. You guys, if you're new here, for any folks that are newer and they don't understand, when the way you read this data is, if you see a number sub 50, that would mean that the factories are shrinking, that the manufacturing is shrinking. That usually leans risk off for economical sensitive stock and can cool earnings momentum over here. So that's very important that we got this data over here. And of course, we go ahead and we double check everything. So we're here in the ISM Institute of Supply Management. And of course, as usual, we dig in deep. So we're going to go ahead and check here what respondents are saying. Well, I want to pull your attention over here. Orders across most product lines have declined. So that is what the responders are saying. Orders across most product lines have decreased. Financial expectations for the rest of 2025 have been reduced. Why? Because there is too much uncertainty for us and our customers regarding tariffs and the US global economy. So let's dig in more. Tariffs continue to be unstable, with suppliers adding surcharges ranging between 2.6% to 50%. And this is from the petroleum and coal products over here. Again, tariffs continue to wreak havoc on planning, scheduling, activity. This is literally the response over here that we are saying. The trucking industry continues to contract. Our backing continues to shrink as customers continue to hold off on buying new equipment. Now, you guys, it's very important not only to look at Forex Factory for the news, but you also need to go ahead and dig deep into the reports to find out what are people actually saying over here. This is very important to get as a habit over here, trying to teach you stuff that, you know, you won't probably get anywhere else on YouTube, anyone asking you to do. Make sure to smash that like button, you guys, while we move to the second point over here. Well, of course, gold is smashing 3,500 record highs, with silver absolutely ripping as well. Now, if you guys, again, are newbies, I'm going to tell you that's a classic scenario, which means uncertainties plus rate cuts behavior with price, because when yields are wobbling and policy risk is heating up, money hides where? In heavens. So that can lift gold miners, but a firm dollar can pressure other commodities. So you over here are going to be thinking, okay, maybe copper is exploding as well, but copper is not really, a precious metal in that sense. So that's very good. You know, we're expecting silver to hit over here $50. So we're very excited about that. Now, moving on. to, again, what's of course very important, tariffs continue to be unstable, manufacturing contracts for 6 months in a row, ISM fines. So the federal court also said that most of the current tariffs, if you remember, we discussed that on Monday, are illegal. So they are staying in place until 14th of October, however. So the administration is going to take its time to consider a Supreme Court appeal. Now, if tariffs, you guys, get rolled back, what is going to happen? Are we going to be owning any refunds, for example? So, you know, if that happens, will we really have to refund? Well, not us, but for example, the US over here. So that changes deficit math, really, and bond supply expectations. And that would mean, of course, hello, yield volatility. And we know that if yield continues to rise, like if we look at the 30-year yield, for example, what is that going to mean? Well, that is going to mean that the bond market is going to suffer big time. So yeah, Congress is working over here to take back the tariffs power, and some lawmakers are pushing for a baseline of 10% over here. That's the concept. We're having a 10% baseline, but again, that needs to, you know, trigger the question in our heads whether any refunds are going to be, you know, owned. So yeah, besides that, of course, tomorrow we're looking at the JOLTS job openings. That's very important. Soft data likely to boost, you know, boost odds for rate cuts. It's going to be good for bonds, good for gold, mixed for growth stocks, whatever. But if we have hotter data, that would mean the opposite. So of course, we trade the reaction as it comes, and we are always looking for any gaps that are developing, you guys. Good morning. Make sure to hit the like button. I haven't checked how many likes we have, but I'm going to do that very, very soon. You guys know that I like to keep track on what are we doing with the likes. Okay, so are we good to go now on the charts? Let's do that. Let's do that immediately. All right, so what are we experiencing over here? Well, okay, yesterday we did have the drop a little bit here in the 1 hour time frame. It wasn't a very substantial drop with the day opening. This is what we discussed yesterday, that we're expecting for price to drop, and that's exactly what happened over here because we had a very weak opening day. So that happened during, you know, trading hours of London, and then New York opened with the ISM manufacturing, and then price ripped a little bit earlier in the day. And then what happens now? We're into this range once again. So for us, it's very important to figure out what are the darn levels right now that we need to be looking out for. So over here on the daily time frame, I'm going to tell you, yes, we've cleared the liquidity on a 4 hour time frame, which we wanted to do on the 4 hour time frame. Then unfortunately we had it at a very major level, Bitcoin creating a bearish engulfing candle over here. Okay, fine, but if you dig a little bit deeper, you can see there is a little bit of a small bullish engulfing over here as well. So not too bad, but again, not very certain. So what is the level that we need to be watching out for here for Bitcoin to break, so we see, let's say, a clear path to retesting the true month open over here at 119K. So that is going to be, again, our friend, the standard deviation, of course. So the first thing you're going to see over here is that you need to break the 114.4K level on Bitcoin. That level needs to be broken. Some people might argue, right? And I'm also one of those people, right? If we even break above 112K, that is also going to be positive. If we break above 112K, why? Because it's going to be the daily support over here. So once we break, if we retest, it's going to be very nice to see us breaking the 14K area as well. And that is going to give a lot of air for the altcoins as well. This is what we want to see. And you guys, stay with me today because I'm going to show you a new trading method that I found out that is like really awesome. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to make use of that together today, which is really, really cool. So make sure to stay in the video. And if you don't have time to stay, just come back and watch after the rest of the video. But yeah, first we're going to discuss, of course, everything over here. So that is what I'm looking for Bitcoin, right? I want these levels to be broken. 1112, 1114, then then I'm going to have a little bit more, confidence that price might jump to 119K over here. And again, I want this to happen in this week. I want this to happen in this week. So let's say, right, if we end this week on a higher note, we have to be massively prepared that it's very high possibility that we reverse from next week. Why? Because according to my trading methods, and you guys, again, go and register for the waitlist for my course waitlist, because you're gonna get prices that no one else is gonna get. Go and do it in the description box of this video. Probably I have to show you how to do it, because I don't know why you guys are smart enough on how to find the description box. But anyways, you would need to understand that this is the true month open for me over here. It's always the second week of the month. Do not try and calculate it by yourself, because you are going to do it wrong. I guarantee you, because there is specific conditions that need to be met. So over here, anyway, I've marked it, so feel free to mark it as well. It's 8th of September. So yeah, that's the true month open over here. So usually we tend to see some sort of reversals over here. So even if price pulls up to our level 118K, 119, it is very highly likely that price might reverse in that level to find further support over here. Now, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Ethereum, but first of all, I want to show you what I found out over here. Let's see if you can see it. So Pionex bots, you guys, absolutely amazing. So for anyone that is not like trading full-time all the time, Pionex bots are actually so good. I was very critical of that, to be fair, but then lately I've started to test it, and then I realized that these bots are actually super useful, especially in a bullish market like that, because if you get any retracement in price is just gonna use a bot to tag you in these positions as price moves down, and then it will start selling slowly as price moves up. It is so cool, you guys. Okay, so basically over here, I've put on two positions on ADA and HBAR. For example, I've put my let's see if you can guys see. So this is how it literally works. Let's see if I can come up. So let's say over here, do you see the green area? This is where, that's for Ethereum, but let's not look for it because I want to set that bot with you today. Can we open this one? Can we open this one? No. Okay, let's look for Ethereum, for example, because we're going to look at the chart. And for example, the way I want to set my levels on Ethereum, anywhere that price starts dropping here, I'm going to be accumulating small positions. Do you see these little lines? These are the little grids. So I'm going to be accumulating small positions on 3x leverage, and price is just continuously going to buy for me and accumulate in these positions. And once price trades above the level, the threshold over here, it is going to start selling those positions and I will make profit. Now, that is so much more useful than just like using, opening one position on ETH on leverage, because it's small leverage and you can accumulate like as many positions as you want, literally, you guys. Like for example, I've set my bot on like 200 grids, so that means I'm gonna get so many positions like locked in down here while price is retracing. And if price is not retracing anymore, I've already locked in some positions over here as I'm gonna set the bot with you today, and then price is going to start selling up here for me, which is a pretty awesome, you guys. So again, for that, what I'm going to tell you right now is come on the video link below why, and I'm going to tell you right now. So because I'm gaining so much more followers right now, I managed to get a really cool deal. So this is first the registration link for Pionex down here. Make sure to register, because when you register and when you deposit, let's go ahead and look at it together. You are literally going to get free money to test the bot with. So first of all, the bot is giving you, once you register and complete KYC2, by the way, you don't have to in order to create a grid bot, but if you want to and you want to complete KYC2, the grid bot is going to give you $50 for free immediately to trade in the grid bots. So I'm gonna make a video for the grid bots, you guys, so do not stress out. But yeah, that is the first bonus that they're giving us, and that's not even, we're not even starting, okay? Then we have deposit bonuses. So if you deposit 100 USDT, you will get 100 USDT in your grid immediately. Okay, so that is going to be an extra trading capital that you can use here for you guys to trade. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm planning to set my bots. So if you want to copy my strategy, you can go ahead and do it. Again, find the link in the description box so you can make use of these. Honestly, I haven't seen deposit bonuses like that on anything. So yeah, if you deposit 100 USDT dollars, you're getting 100 USDT. If you deposit 500 USDT, you're getting 300 USDT. If you deposit 1,000, you're getting 500, 5,800, 10,000, $1,000, you guys. This is literally money that you can put in and test with the bots immediately. Not even finished. That's crazy. You know why it's crazy? Because they're even giving us more rewards. So as soon as you start trading, and if you open a bot with more than $100, which I show you how I do, excluding margin, which I will also explain to you how that works, and you keep it for 7 days, you will earn another $100 in USDT futures bonuses. So for example, let's say you come in, you do your KYC too, that's 50 USDT in your account. You deposit $500, that's 300. So now you have 350 in rewards. Then you come down and you open with these 351 bots and you run it for 7 days with 100 USDT, and you get another $100 USDT futures grid bonus over here. Now that is super amazing. And here are the event rules. These are literally money that you can use to check the bot if you like it, if not. But it's very, very cool, you guys, that they're offering us. Honestly, like, I haven't seen any offers like that so far. Again, make sure to use the link below so you can get all these deposit bonuses, like this link exactly over here, because without this link you're not going to get these bonuses over here. And we have 27 days for that promotion over here, you guys. So going back to the bot now, for example, I want to set ETH over here and how to trade it. So first we're going to go back to the chart on ETH and we're going to assess what is ETH doing and what are we potentially expecting from ETH to do. Now, first thing we know on ETH, right? $5,000 is liquidity. Do we know that? Yes or not, you guys? Let me know in the chat box. Do we know that price is going to come up on Ethereum according to the... We do know it. We do know it, you guys. We do know that we have 5K as a target. Pac-Man, do you have to KYC? No, you don't have to. You don't have to KYC, but if you want to KYC, do it, because you're going to get $50 extra, right? You're getting $50 extra if you KYC. This is an extra bonus. So I don't know, up to you. Do you want free money? It's up to you. So basically the thing over here with Ethereum is we know that 5K is liquidity. What else do we know? Well, we know on a higher time frame, and that is how I am going to assess all of the altcoins and everything on a weekly time frame in regards to the bots, because we have to know what sort of a pullback is potential over here for us in order to start accumulating positions confidently, right? Confidently that price is not going to drop below these levels. So for example, I can tell you exactly where that level is for Ethereum. Well, that level is over here, right? You're looking at this. You have the buy breaker block over here, but the candle on the weekly time frame that you're interested in is this one. This is the candle. So what does that mean? That means that even if price starts dropping down, price should not have a body close below this level. So that means this level over here. So that's 3,524 on Ethereum. Can price wick that level? Yes, price can wick that level for sure. But the body has to close above this level, above 3,524. Because if we have a body close down here, everything goes to hell. Like, everything goes to hell. That is pretty much technically certain at this point. The technicalities are showing that. So for me, if I want to go ahead and set my futures grid bot over here, I want to be I want to be accumulating anytime price goes down. If it goes down to that level, I want to be accumulating buy positions because I know that the high at $5,000 Ethereum is liquidity. So I want to be at any pullback possible. I want to participate in that move. Does that make sense, you guys? Again, make use of the link below the description box so you can get all of these bonuses. Register bonuses, $50. Deposit bonus, $100. You get $100. $500, you get $300. $1,500. You name it. And then soon as you start trading with above $100, you will get extra $100. So that's over $300 in bonuses in case you decide to put $200 over here, for example, or 100. I forgot how we calculated. Anyway, with this kind of bots, what is Mr. Vane saying? With this kind of bots, you have to put in a lot of money to earn a nice amount of money, right? So I'm going to show you how the bots work. Wait, because I have to change over here something. Hold on. Can we see it over here? Yes, we can, because this is like a full screen type of thing where you can actually experience the whole, but you won't see me. But anyway, you don't want to look at me all the time, do you? It gets kind of annoying, doesn't it? So, okay, cool. So basically, this is how you are going to be seeing the chart over here, the order book. You're going to see the futures grid bot. You come in futures bot, create grid bot, and then you're going to see over here all this to the right hand side. Now, to answer Mr. Vane's question, do you need a lot of money? So for example, that is going to depend on the leverage that you're using. In my case, I've decided, which you can adjust over here, by the way, right? Leverage up to 100. Honestly, do not play with that leverage because I'm looking to get in like a lot of positions. So I want to be in lower leverage. So I'm using only 3x and I don't want to be above 3x over here. In case you want to use 200 grid bots. So I want to use 200 grid bots. I want to get in with as many positions as possible. And over here in my account, for example, I've put like around $20,000 over here. So in that grid bot with around $20,000 that I have in, I am allowed to use 2-3% of my position on these on my capital, not my position, but 2-3%, yes, on the positions, because there are many positions. So if I want to put 200 grid bots over here, for example, it's going to tell me that the minimum investment for me is going to be around $404 over here. Now, the cool thing about this bots, you guys, is that when you put these $404 over here, the way is going to be calculating it is actual investment 288, and it's going to leave an extra margin. I just want to make sure you can see that, you guys. Can you see the extra margin? Yes, you can. The highlighted thing over here. So you're going to see extra margin. So that is going to be extra margin that is protecting you from liquidating your position over here. So that's pretty awesome. And in case you want to participate in that big range that I've set over here, but you don't want to put $400, what you need to do is you need to reduce the amount of grid bots that you put in. So for example, if I put 100 grid bots, my actual minimum investment here is going to become $200, right? So that is how you can reduce the grid bots. So let's say I put 50 grid bots over here. And within 50 grid bots, my investment, minimum investment requirement is going to be between $98 and I can put $90,000 if I wanted to, but I don't have that amount of money to put in. So I'm going to be setting many bots over here, and I would like to have it 200 works for me because I can afford to place $404 in this position. Now, after leverage, my position is going to be worth $865. Again, you guys, I've only used $400 for this position, right? This is just calculating the leverage for the exchange itself. So we don't care about that. Well, we do care, but I mean, it's not like they're going to get $800 from our account. They're getting 400. So that's the pretty awesome thing. Yes, Pionex is like a super cool platform, you guys. what's the return on these bots? Well, think about it, right? You're entering in a position on a 3x leverage, right? And you're going to start essentially accumulating as price goes down. If it goes, in fact, let's activate the bot together, you guys, because I want to activate it right now. And I want to activate it from right now because I don't know if price is going to start coming up. So essentially, if you don't want to activate the bot right now and you're pretty much certain that Ethereum is going to drop down to a specific point, I don't know, maybe you want to set the bot at 4,100, so you can put the price over here, for example, 4,100, you know. But I don't want to do that. I want to set my bot from right now. So $404, yeah, I'm cool with that. And you're creating the bot. Cha-ching, my bot is created. There you go. I really like that cha-ching, you guys. So the thing is, right, you have to understand that as soon as you enter this position, you are going to be in some sort of drawdown, and you do want to be in a drawdown. Why? Because you want to get all the other positions tagged as well, don't you? You want to get all the positions tagged over here. So that's it. So what did I press before? I'm still new to the platform as well, you guys. So I just want to understand, what did I press so I can see all the grids or whatever? I forgot. It's somewhere here. Detail, maybe? No, not detail. But anyway, super awesome, you guys. Honestly, it's super amazing because you don't have to watch it. I'm going to leave this bot running for at least the whole month of October, and I'm going to be watching the bot, how it runs. But the thing is that it's super... Oh, here it is. Yeah, I could press it now. The thing is that each time price drops down, I'm going to be accumulating buy positions. Super amazing, you guys. Make sure to smash that like button if you like this, because I'm like in love with this bot, because I'm day trading. I'm still day trading constantly, but this is just something that I don't have to watch as a position on high leverage all the time. I just know that the bot is going to accumulate positions, and if price drops below a level that I'm uncomfortable with, I can just close the bot, right? And it's going to be the exact same as me entering a position on Ethereum and just taking a loss. Is going to be the exact same. But over here, I make sure that I calculated my Ethereum buy positions, and where the invalidation, where price is going to potentially go back to 2000s level. We don't want to see that. We're supposed to not see that happening. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm accumulating at any position that Ethereum is dropping over here, whether it's to 4000 level. I want to be buying here. So as soon as price reverse, I start selling up here and making profits while I sleep. This is what I want. So you need to understand that you have to leave these grid bots working for a substantial amount of time. And again, go in the description box of this video over here where you get the link, and you can get all of these amazing bonuses over here, you guys. Make sure to do that, because this is super amazing. You can get literally as much as you put in. You get that as a bonus, and you can find that only with the link that we're using over here. So anyway, my bots are running. I'm super happy. Very excited about that. Cool. Let's move back to Ethereum and look at all the other altcoins. Show something about profits. What do you mean, Mr. Vane? Show something about profits. What do you mean? Flying Hamster, hello. Multi, but you won't keep all the grids until the upside. Besides, if things go against you, you will lose based on trends, so it's not exactly accumulating. Again, like if price goes against you, you will be losing, of course. You invested 280 USDT for ETH. No, I invested $400 actually. $400, but that's for margin as well. So yeah, so basically on ETH over here, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Price should not drop below this level, so we're sure that we're gonna find support in that level. So I want to be accumulating. Okay, but what are the profits? Well, think about it, Mr. Vane. You're entering a position after position on 3x, right? So imagine, instead of gaining whatever percentage over here, right? If you're on 3x, right? Let's say Ethereum drops to 4,000, you're on 3x, 11% gain over here. So instead of gaining those 11%, you will gain an additional percentages off of that, because you're essentially how much, well, I don't know, I'm also testing the bot right now, so I'm probably need to find that out. I don't know exactly how much, but yeah, I'm pretty sure with $400 investment is going to be good. Yeah, exactly. No, Mr. Vane is nitty gritty, but that's good. That's good, because I also don't know that, to be fair. So I just started the bot, but I think it's pretty awesome. And it's pretty basic, you guys. Like, you don't need, you know, you don't need to go into the nitty gritty. Like, the fact is that you're accumulating buy positions on the way down, and then that starts to sell on the way up, which is exactly what you want. And you can stop that grid bot anytime you want, by the way. You don't have to keep it active all the time. But anyway, so I'm gonna be planning that for several alts, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I'm gonna do that. I want to do it on a weekly time frame, because this is going to give me more security than the daily time frame. Do you understand? So for example, the weekly time frame is best because you can get a bigger trading range for the bots, just to set them and forget about them, right? Obviously watch them, but like, you can forget about it while you're doing your day trading at the same time. So just an additional income opportunity for us over here, which is pretty awesome. So let's say for Ethereum, like we said, on a weekly time frame, we don't want to body close below 3,493. So that is going to give you a reasonable amount of space over here. So let's say your stop loss, quote unquote stop loss, needs to be below this level, because you want to leave space for error, because price could wick that level as well, and then reverse, closing a body above 3,500 on Ethereum. Let's have a look. Solana, for example. Sol weekly time frame. So essentially, Solana, to be fair, it's pretty good as of now, because Solana's been ripping since yesterday. Like we said, our level, which was here, the yellow box. So price was trading down here yesterday, and we said that this yellow box needs to be the holding momentum for Solana to build up momentum over here, and that's pretty much happening right now. It's pretty much happening. So I'm very, very happy to see that. Essentially, you do want to break some levels on Sol as well. Specifically, these two candles up here would be very beautiful to break on 214 levels over here. But yeah, not to mention, right, over here, levels from 2024, from March 2024, that were proven to be bearish levels. On Solana, we pretty much retested these levels and had multiple closes below these levels over here, right? So that is essentially working as resistance right now. So you do want to see a good break of that level over here, and once that happens for Solana, I don't think that anything is pretty much stopping Solana. 235, 245 levels here within the sell zone. And of course, we also know that the high for Solana at $300 is also liquidity. So opening a bot on Solana is also not a bad idea. I'll go ahead and do that as well, you guys, straight after we finish this. XRP, let's look at XRP on a weekly time frame to see if we can gauge here for the bot. Okay, so like I said, weekly time frame is going to be the only one I utilize for the bot, because I want to be so like secure about these bots, because I'm gonna put like a chunk of money in each position. So let's say, I don't know, Solana, I'll put $500 or whatever, and I want to have substantial amount of grid bots. Again, you guys, make sure to register with this link so you can get all of the amazing bonuses. I have more than 3 bonuses for you. Just by registration, you're getting 50 USDT. I don't want to go over it again, but it's crazy on how many things you can get over here. So XRP, unfortunately, the range is going to be a little bit bigger, but I'm absolutely fine with that, because in the bots, you need to understand that it's okay to get in drawdown so you can get into more positions. So this is the candle here for XRP. What else are we seeing for XRP? Where is that candle? Well, it's exactly at the $2 level, which is where at the 0.5 of our range. So if things start going super south, this is going to be the ultimate holding area over here. Can this area be wicked? Again, I repeat, yes, absolutely, it can be wicked. So for that, you guys, for more, confirmation, for more security, if you want to enter buy positions on the way down, if we get even, because we don't know if we're going to get more downside, but let's say we get more downside, you want to be setting that bot. So then when price goes up, you are nicely accumulating profits. So on XRP, the ultimate area to break is going to be this one over here. This area. So you don't want to break that level and the 0.5. So in case you're starting the bot right now on here with these levels, you're gonna put like let's say in between $4.5 or $5, depending on how much you want for the range to extend. But let's say you're putting $5 and you want the lower of the range to be at around 1.79, 1.8. So essentially that is going to be the price range, let's say 4.5 or 5, whatever. From here, you want to be in that grid box over here, and you want to be accumulating buy positions in this level in case price drops. We don't know. I don't believe it's going to, but in case if it does, you want to be accumulating buy positions. So then on the way up, you start profiting hardcore on that while you sleep. You don't even need to worry about it. So I think that's pretty amazing. And that's why over here, this is what we're looking at for XRP, but this is the candle, you guys, and 0.5. So that's what we're looking. Someone is very determined and trying on my door. I don't know who that is, but they're going to be in trouble because I'm streaming. So yeah, you guys. So yeah, for Solana, we just looked at Solana. Harsing, you always ask for Solana a few times. Go back on the video and watch it. But yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video on the alts that I pick to add on this grid bot and the areas that I want to add sell and buy areas from, and how many grids am I putting. All of these things, you guys, make sure to smash that like button. If you haven't liked this video, go ahead and like it. Hold on, I just got mixed up here. So okay, go ahead and like that video if you haven't. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here, you guys. You're more than welcome. And again, go in the description box of this video down to find all of these things. Mix one thoughts on algo. Make sure you come on Discord and I can send you the chart on algo on Discord. All of the links are in the description box, you guys. I want to see who's at my door so I can scream at them. All right, I'll see you guys later, and we're gonna talk more about the bots. Don't stress.